Biafra Mambo the first Russia and USSR Yugoslavia Slovakia Serbia India with Pakistan, Uzbek, Bangladesh, so
Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu make statement because the rights of its citizens. Human rights. He's mentioning countries that are advanced, that got their freedom by dialogue and by settlement. Nigeria, that is why Mazi Simon neck. Watch this video from beginning to the end because Obuna Hammer the rights of its citizens. They will not go and rendition Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu, kidnap him from Kenya, bring him back to Nigeria, lay accusation on Kenyan government, no Kenya, be hand work with, and kidnap Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu. Meanwhile, Kenyan government are Potago way they deny that Nahem any hand in the kidnap of Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu. A country na CRC or a country where CKG. Watch this video from beginning to the end. Obrini Christian the video Biko as a true Biafran. Jirinwa drop one opinion in the comment section and Biko make sure and share this video. Do not forget, share this video audio camper. Just watch the video, guys. I will be right back.
In fact, even in an discussion, and then Nnamdi-Kanu from beginning. The struggle for the independence of Biafra, Abroy Hog. No, a peaceful match out Canada. Those you put on the so here and Biafra Mambo the first Russia and USSR Yugoslavia Slovakia Serbia India with Pakistan Uzbek Bangladesh so
June 19, 2024, being the latest adjourned date from the order. What transpired in court, we want to know, the Biafran family want to know as well.
Briefly, listen, what transpired in court today, we are not happy. There is still that very situation that we have been decrying from the very beginning, that Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu is not going to get a fair trial. Do you understand? That is why we are raising several objections. And if he's not going to get a fair trial, there is not going to be any trial. So we have to stand on that to see whether there are other ways of settling this matter. This is where the Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act came in, because everybody is now looking at an impasse, at a stalemate, that the government is probably not even interested in trial. That is why they are blocking our access as counsel to Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu to better prepare him. So I'll yield the floor to my colleague here, Nemeke Ejiofor, to explain further to you.
Thank you very much. Well, as you may have known before now, we've made several efforts to see Nnamdi-Kanu on a neutral environment where there will be no box, no cameras watching us, nobody tapping our conversation. But it has always been frustrated by the state security services of Nigeria.
Oh, now, Shebi, they refused for you to have conversation, a private 30-30 conversation with your client. Now that they refused, or a country, how will a country be operating like that? Now how the right of its own citizens. Nnamdi-Kanu go 3 years now in detention and still counting. Just keep watching the video, guys. I'll be right back.
You know, so because of this, we brought from 48 and from 49 to charge the Director General for contempt. But as you can see what transpired in court, it appears there's an overt protection of the Director General of the DSS. We feel strongly that contempt of court has been occasioned by the refusals of the Director General and his men to obey the orders of court. They have refused to allow lawyers, as ordered by court, to meet with Nnamdi-Kanu as a team. They've refused to give us writing materials. They've refused us a bug-free environment until we brought from 48 and from 49 to cite them for contempt. Then immediately, just on Friday, only on Friday, they now say, oh yeah, 3 of you can enter. Oh yeah, take paper. But they have already committed contempt. They've already breached all these things before now. So we are asking, why did you breach it? Why did you refuse to respect the law? So they have been the one forcing a situation of fait accompli on us. They've made it impossible for us to consult with Nnamdi-Kanu. You can imagine where you are asking your question, your client how to go about his defense, and they are busy around you listening. And then not only that, they will not allow you to take notes. Imagine where you have such a long conversation of like 2 hours, not write anything. You can't remember everything. So because of this, we brought that those applications, but the judge says she has not seen it, but it's in her file. And then she now said she will look at the file after the court had risen. Then the prosecution is saying that they were just served today. You know, all these things are not the truth. They are not the truth. But we are resolute, we are determined, we are focused on it. If they must be taught to obey rules of court. Look at the orders and judgment that have been gotten on behalf of Mazi-Nnamdi-Kanu. From Enugu, from Umuahia, from everywhere, from Geneva, from international partners. They have refused to obey even one. Even one, they refuse to obey. And then they want us to continue to go into trial. What is the guarantee that if trial is carried on and we succeed in bringing him out, they will obey it?
Yes.
So
I think that's about it. That's what Umu Chineke.
Self-explanatory.
Umu Chineke ndewo no. Ai ko chinchin. Nnamdi Kanu's legal team go surugede. Enwe ihe megano. No fair trial, no trial. Ha cho ha kwa ka bankata. Otu my colleague is we ku. Mana a man si na azu uno we convict Nnamdi Kanu. He can't go behind us. I am ankwe. Ndewo.